Last day disembarking, arrived in Portsmouth from Lisbon after my 5-night Virgin celebration cruise. So the question is it a cruise line or is it a party boat? Watch the next episode. Okay, so here we are, first impressions and the cabin. I mean, it's a ship that's just 5 years old and recently had a refit. And the ships themselves are brand new. They have a boutique feel about them and they're ultra modern. The cabins are quite high tech with mood lighting and hammocks on the balcony, which was definitely a bit of fun for sure. The quality of the bedding, the mattress, I had the most amazing evening sleeps that I've had. I need to find out what that mattress is. But very, very nice quality. We were in a central sea terrace. We were on deck 9 in the middle of the ship. So it was really nice sailing, even through the Bay of Biscay. It was a perfect position to have on the ship. Deck 9, central sea terrace. Nice size, as you can see. Very spacious cabin itself. The bathroom is a little bit cozy. I have not been in a small bathroom, but it is functional. But I would say if there are any larger people out there, they might have been a little bit uncomfortable with how close in vicinity everything was. I like the glass door on the shower because I hate those curtains. So it was nice to see a proper shower door in the bathroom. So a definite thumbs up with regards to the cabin. The cabin steward introduced themselves as soon as we arrived, and we really didn't see much of him after that. Oh, here we go. This is the sail away.
Excitement and fun. May your voyage with Virgin be an unforgettable one. A toast to the Scarlet Lady! Cheers!
Okay, so you all know out there that this is Virgin Cruises, and this is going to be an adult only cruise. So it's great for solo travelers, couples, friends. That's the sort of atmosphere that we've got here. It's nothing to do with families or solo mature travelers, which you would find on the alternative cruise ships like P&O. It was entertaining. I didn't join in, but it was fun to watch. Yes, we're still on the sail away. We're going under my favourite bridge, April the 24th bridge in Lisbon. It was such a fantastic atmosphere and lots of free fizz being poured. Absolutely free. And you could go up as many times as you like, and they didn't give you any funny looks. You could take 2 glasses at a time, which we saw a lot of people doing that, of course. And yeah, you could see the seasoned Virgin Voyages that have been there before. But woohoo! Yeah, this was a great experience. I loved it. I do have to say though, if it wasn't your cup of tea, you didn't have to go to the sail away. You could have been wandering around the other parts of the ship, around deck 7 and deck 6, and they also had music going on down there, nice and chilled. You could have just had a coffee. There was the eating area, so you didn't have to go in this party environment if you didn't want to. But it looked to me like 90% of the ship did want to go and have a look and see what was going on. I mean, I was really curious. Yeah, it's my favorite bridge. And can I just add that the crew were also very smart and informal. They had a great uniform and everybody was so friendly and they all looked so happy. Hi everyone. So it's my first day on board and I've just had a great sail away because I love sailing under the 24th of April bridge in Lisbon. And I've come back down to the cabin. We haven't got a restaurant booked for our first evening because the app said that all the restaurants were full for today, and we've been told that we should be able to walk into some restaurants. So anyway, we couldn't make a reservation still, and we're hoping to get into one of them, the Razzle Dazzle restaurant, for 8:30. Fine, I can just go with the flow. There's so many restaurants on here, I'm sure we'd find something to eat. My main concern is I've just had some lovely free Prosecco for the sail away. I want to come down, have a shower, get ready. And I know I'm British, but what do you think I really, really want now? What I really, 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 really want now is a cup of tea. No tea and coffee facilities in the cabin. And there's no information as yet, I can't find any to hand, as to how I can get a cup of tea or coffee in the cabin. I mean, I guess I've got to leave the cabin to get one. I'm not sure if I can get one delivered. I don't know. I'll have to find out and see. But that's the first. I like a cup of tea in my environment, in my cabin or in my hotel room. I know it's very British, and this is an American style ship. Let's see how it goes. So as you can see, this was a very popular event with Mel C doing a DJ set, very, very lively. However, at the same time, if you wasn't into Mel C, we literally just popped up there to do this video. But in other parts of the ship, there was a drag act, lights, camera, drag it was called, but we missed that, unfortunately, because I did want to go and see that. There was a pyjama party that was going on also. There was also an untitled dance show party thing. First come, first serve. I don't know what that was all about, but it sounded quite interesting. And every evening, you could see there was something lively going on, but if you didn't want the liveliness, there was an alternative thing that you could go and see. So there were comedy shows, there were edgy, immersive shows. There's no cruise director, so it is all nightlife focused. Now, this was quite fun. He's got a little area where he's got a load of vinyl records, and you can just pick any one you want and stand and have a listen to it. And you can also hire them, I think, and take them to the cabin, the record players. So that was a little bit of fun. Yeah, so just having a wander around, and this is what they call the roundabout, this area, which you and I know as the atrium. But it was definitely, there's always something quirky to find. This is the next morning. There I am. Now this is one part of the gym. There are two sides of it, both equally as large. The other side has got mainly free weights in and the weight bearing machines. And then you've also got a fitness studio. Unfortunately, I couldn't get into a class because they were fully booked. They've got yoga, they've got a boxing ring up on deck. They had boxing classes. So there was all sorts going on for fitness. Equally, because obviously the weather was nice, this was a really cool walking and running track. I mean, I never saw it very busy, I have to say, but yeah, it was good. I love the layout of it, and you've got two sides, so it's easy for overtaking. Yeah, it was great. Nice and red too. But yeah, it was, with regards to fitness, I mean, they've even got a juice bar where you can get protein smoothies and things like that as well. So if you're not into drinking alcohol and partying and you just want a health kick of a cruise, that is totally possible on this Virgin Voyage. Absolutely, because they have got everything, and there are no buffets. It's elevated, casual dining. It's Michelin influenced some of the restaurants, you've got 20 different eateries on board. The area that we're walking around now has different sections. So you've got a taco section, a sushi section, a salad section. I could go on and on and on and on. But everything is served to you. So you're not helping yourself only with anything that's in a box. So for example, here we go, the sushi boxes. You can help yourself to those. That's okay. And then you've got another area that's got fruit and so some more boxes with like cheese and ham inside that you want to take away to your cabin maybe. But yeah, then the ice cream section. I didn't indulge, but I've been told by one of my fellow cruisers that it's a very nice quality ice cream. Again, all inclusive in the price. The main dining and the specialty restaurants on Virgin Voyages are at no extra cost, so they are inclusive of your voyage cruise. That's something that I'll be looking at in detail at the end. We're back at the roundabout, lovely little coffee shop there. You do have to pay for your coffee. They have what they call a drinks tab. So before I boarded, I bought $300 and I got $50 extra for a drinks tab, and that goes for your alcoholic drinks and coffees, your specialty coffees, let me say. And in the roundabout, we're just looking at here, you've got hairdressers, a Mac area if you want to fancy a makeover. There's a barber's. This is all around on deck 7, so this isn't part of the spa. This is just places where you can just pop in. Yes, the tattoo parlour and piercing parlour is there also. Go in there. I just poked my nose in, but it did always seem to be quite busy. This is a little draft house here. And yeah, now my coffee time. I actually had a matcha tea latte. It's very nice. So you can have these little quiet areas on the ship. Absolutely, there are plenty of them. And after my little coffee time, we had another wander around, and you've got various things that you can be doing during the day as well. There was there's quizzes, there was a pop quiz, there was a jigsaw-a-thon, which you'll see that coming up a bit later. But there was all sorts of activities going on during the day. There was solo guitar artists playing. There was an afternoon tea extravaganza a couple of the afternoons. There was painting, but drinking beer at the draft house, I have to say. But yeah, that you could find something of interest, I would say. I mean, we enjoyed the pop quiz. And here comes the evening entertainment. This was an artist that was performing in one of the smaller bars, which you would pop in, before dinner or after dinner. So they had different people playing there throughout the whole evening. So this person was on about 7:30 in the evening, but if he came back again at 9:30 after dinner, somebody totally different type of music, various genres of music you could find. Rock. Actually, I could say I heard everything except for classical music, let's say. But anyway, it's all about the fact that it's a fantastic atmosphere there, and it's all about the focus on the nightlife. Oh, this is the comedy show we went to. 2 British artists as well. Hilarious. And this was me wandering around in the glittery corridor, because it has to be done and everybody has to do this with their phone. It was the entrance to the comedy club, actually. And here we go. The not exactly formal night. But as I say, it was just all in good fun, all with a playful twist. Fantastic atmosphere. And I can safely say I never heard anybody complaining about anything. Now, for any of you that have worked or have sailed on other cruise ships, you tend to find that your conversation is dominated by the negative. And I have to say that the various people that we spoke to, the British and the American guests, were all really happy and having a fabulous and fun time on Scarlet Lady. I wish I could have been a rock star. Little peek into the area here. Rock stars and mega rock stars get early access to booking, priority boarding, access to this Richards rooftop, members only sun deck. They also get VIP entrance. There's exclusive access to a members only bar. They've got their own complimentary beverages. They've got a bottomless in-room bar. It goes on and on and on. But this is our little cabin. And I'm getting into my cabin here with my wristband, because I forgot to mention that the wristband is all you need. There's no lanyard. You haven't got to wear anything around your neck. You just pop your wrist. I didn't show that very well. To the outside, and that opens your cabin door. And that's the same thing that you use for all of your drinks. And once you're in the cabin, a little bit of the technology that we've got on Virgin Voyages is this tablet. You can do all the lighting on there. It's connected to your mood lighting and the curtains opening and closing. You've also got access to the TV. So on the television, you've got all your movies, music that you can listen to. You've got a few live channels as well. So you've got BBC HD and BBC News, and of course the CNN and a couple of American channels as well. So you've got a bit, got quite a fun choice to use for your mood lighting. There's a Get It On one where it turns all the room red. This is the Zen one. Let's talk a little bit about pricing and inclusions. With Virgin Voyages, there is a higher upfront cost. So yeah, you've got all this fancy stuff, but you've got included in your fare is all the dining, 20 plus eateries, gratuities are included, Wi-Fi is included, group fitness classes are included, if you can get in there. Your basic drinks, soda, water, coffee and tea included. Extras to pay for, premium drinks, excursions and the spa. So the value verdict for Virgin, it's higher up front, but it's more inclusive. So it has got a great overall value. Now what I did was compare this to P&O Cruises, because this is who I've worked with. P&O Cruises have a more affordable entry level price for any of their cruises. You've got main dining that's included in the fare, basic entertainment, the pool and gym use. You have extras, drink packages, Wi-Fi, gratuities, excursions and the spa to pay for. But the value verdict for me is with P&O, it's lower up front, but the extras add up. So this is a more traditional model that we all know for cruising. And Virgin Voyages is doing something different. Overall, I would say it was great value. I did do the sums. And the sums to me, after I drilled it down, it worked out that the cruise cost £144 a day. And compare that to a P&O cruise where it would have costed £100 a day. So is it worth the extra £44? Well, I loved the Wi-Fi. I mean, absolutely no hassle at all whatsoever with the Wi-Fi. Now, if you have to pay for Wi-Fi on a P&O cruise, for example, it's £18 a day. So I've calculated all this in. I calculated the drinks package that you might have on a P&O cruise against the bar tab, what you have on a Virgin Voyages cruise, the fact that you don't have to pay for water. So yeah, that was the difference in the end, £44 a day. Would I do it again? Yes, absolutely. Here we are, Portsmouth, disembarking today, and it's the end of a 5-night celebration cruise from Lisbon. It has been an experience. I've really enjoyed it. It's been very different. So the question is this a cruise line
or is it a party boat?
You don't have to party. You can stay away or you can join it. So I think it's both. You can be what you want it to be.
Did I put any weight on this 5-night cruise? I have to say, I ate fish every single day except for one day when I was in port in La Coruña. So I'm quite interested to see what the scales are going to say tomorrow.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe or share. Take care. See you next time.